Hey everybody, it's Rob here. The first season of Diablo 4 is about to start, and I yesterday made a video about the class that I'm going to start with. It's going to be the Twisting Blade Rogue, and I quickly wanted to show you and give you an overview of how this build functions and how I experienced it so far. Now keep in mind guys, I don't have as much experience as on the Barb on the Rogue, so take this with a grain of salt. I'm also still learning, and obviously there is the new Malignant hearts that might shape up the meta here quite a bit. But I'm basically here on my rogue called Nerfed Barb, and I'm having the Twisting Blades here on my bar together with a Puncture. I was experimenting with a double imbuement spec. That one is very well received, I think, and we have Shadow Step and Dash on our bar at all times for just maximum mobility. Like we can like easily, dash around the area and just blast everything with the Twisting Blades. And yeah, Poison Imbuement does insane DPS overall, and it has dodged all the nerfs. So here I have both the planners. First of all, this is the one for leveling. Blade Dancer you get for free here in Skoskland during the playing through the campaign or just playing through the game. You just do Jalalada. You don't even have to be a high level. I think this dungeon is very easy to do, and you'd always want to put this on a ranged weapon, ideally on a crossbow because it has vulnerable damage. And then you have the Blade Trapper's aspect. This one you can grab a bit later, end of T2, start of T3. This one makes everything vulnerable whenever you attack. This is our main skill bar. There's many different options. You can also play Poison Trap. You can also play the Death Trap or pulling. It comes down to personal preferences. I'm really not sure if I'm going to play the Shadow Imbuement yet, or if I'm going to play the Trap, Poison or Death Trap. They are both very viable. But in the start, it's always the same. You go Puncture, you go Twisting Blades, you put in skill points into Shadow Step, you put in 1 point into Dodge. This just helps you with your mobility like crazy. And then you take all these damage multipliers here. Weapon Mastery, you have Exploit here. This is like one of the best passives potentially. It gives 18% multiplicative to healthy and injured, so almost all the time. And yeah, there's just many good spots. And then as soon as you get your imbuement, you definitely want to choose Poison Imbuement. This one is insane. It imbues your weapon, does insane dot damage. It helps a lot. The traps could help you with survivability, or you choose the offensive part, which I went in group play. I chose the Shadow Imbuement here. And this one has a 30 energy generation for every kill that you make. And you're killing a lot of monsters. So that's a very viable strategy. But again, I've experiencing a lot with Shadow Trap with Poison Trap as well, just to knock down the monsters. Overall, if you want to be on the safer side, I definitely recommend you to play the Poison Trap setup, because it knocks down enemies. It's very safe. I'm going to link all the planners in the description, my friends. And if you want a more offensive setup, I would encourage you to go with Shadow Imbuement. Or if you want a really group focused setup, you can play Death Trap with the Pull Rune. Is really good. But the main build always remains the same. You always have Dash, you always have Shadow Step, you always have Puncture, you always have Twisting Blades. You always have Poison Imbuement, just the last skill slot is pretty flexible. And then the Specialization, it's basically the same thing. You can play the Inner Sight, or you can play the combo points. Both are really good. I prefer Inner Sight against bosses, but combo points overall against trash. I will show you some gameplay footage here. This is where I was playing the single imbuement version together with a group. And this one is going very well. We make big pulls here within the party. I'm just responsible to kill this heart and to pull some of the monsters in. They see the Twisting Blades kill the heart as I go, because they return back to me and deal additional damage. And then we have some good pulling here, and I stun them with the blades and just go in there with 3 combo points and a spinning Twisting Blade already on me, and just dealing very good damage to these monsters. I just some annoying pop-ups here. But overall, this is one of the best ways, at least if you're playing in a group, is the stronghold farming. And even alone, you might play the Temple of Rot, is also really good. We are playing Kordragan here. And you see here our time for this level 40 something is 3.5 hours, as you see down right. And here I can Shadow Step up here to kill the heart. It's just very mobile class, as you can see. We have all the utility in the world, and it's just a very smooth run experience, basically. You see, sometimes they hurt a bit, so you definitely want to keep an eye on your health and drink your potions. And you can always use Shadow Step to get out of crowd controls or CCs. And really good synergy here with the Sorcerer as she pulls the enemies. And I go in with traps and Twisting Blades spinning around me. by just basically killing everything here. Let's watch another round. Like, we always focus on making a big pull here in the middle, that the Druid roots and the Sorcerer just pulls together. But overall, this works very well in solo. Like, you can just run around, place a trap, and then Shadow Step into the middle with Twisting Blades already spinning. And that's how we get some crazy damage and some really good XP. You can do this like 4 hours to level 50. It's definitely possible. So this is the leveling stuff. I'm going to put that in the description. I also have the endgame guide here. I'm going to still looking to min-max this a bit. But basically it's the same principle. Blade Dancer, and here we're focusing on the imbuements. So here we definitely go Trap and Poison Imbuement here for the speedruns. I think it just helps the most. And Accelerating, Blast Trapper, Aspect of the Umbral. This one both give us a lot of resources to just keep spamming our Twisting Blades. I chose the imbuement here on the amulet. A lot of people put the Trapper, but I definitely prefer just more damage basically against targets that are vulnerable with our imbuement skills. And we also get the 3 hearts here, and this is what I want to touch on. It's the Creeping Death. This one, we can daze, we can knock back with our trap, and we can also stun with our Shadow Step. And this just allows us to get at least 3 procs. I think we also slow. As you guys can see, I'm still learning. And we're gonna get 40% damage for each of the crowd controls. So we're gonna get like 160% more poison dot damage with the Creeping Death. That's at least what I'm thinking. And against bosses, it's still 130%. So, man, the poison rogue is just gonna be nuts with Twisting Blades. Well, then we get all triple imbuement effects. I'm not sure if we have to skill the runes on the imbuements. That might be a choice, obviously. If you want additional runes, we get cold, shadow, and poison imbuement at the same time with this heart. Yeah, and that might be insane. We have to see how that works. I'm gonna make a follow-up guide on this for sure as I learn more about the class, as I explore it fully. And then we also have the Malignant Pact here. This is the one that I think is going to be the best for speedruns because it gives you attack speed, so it allows you to spam your Twisting Blades faster, it allows you to get your combo points faster, or it allows you to get your inner sight faster. And again, this one also has a chance to give a full primary resource again, and also can give us some barrier, which helps with toughness, as we got some nerfs to disobedience and some other effects here. But yeah, we'll see overall. Oh yeah, here, this is our daze source. So we have daze from Manglers, we have stun from Shadow Step, and we have knockdown from Poison Trap, and somebody in our party will also slow for sure. So Creeping Death, man, is basically going to triple our damage, the way I understand it. But yeah, we'll have to see how that all turns out. Again, I also have the Paragon boards here. Everything filled out, you can look at it. It's in the description. This is what I will play, and I will do my very best as I play to keep these planner and links up to date. You can also go, if you go onto this link that I will also put in the description, it's /rob2628/builds. This one has all my current builds, and you can filter them by class up here. I don't have Sorcerer builds, but the rest, whenever it has a Season 1 tag, it's updated. So you see Rogue, these are the 2 ones. And again, this is just a link. I'm going to put that in the description, and you can see all my updated, let's say if we go Vornado, like these are the Malignant Hearts that I recommend for the Tornado Druid. And yeah, it's all there. I'll do my best to, obviously, like, this is all not tested because we didn't have a chance to test those Malignant Hearts yet. But I'll do my very best to keep all this updated. And if you want to see some of the Season 1 guides that I played with the recent patch already, I tested most of them. You can just visit this link and filter by your favorite class. I also updated all the Barb stuff, even though with Heavy Heart I won't start Barbarian. You still have all the build guides here that I'm looking forward to test right after I'm done with level 100 on the Rogue, my friends. And that's it. I wish you all a very, very nice season start. I'm still hyped about all these gems, even though we got quite some nerfs, and we'll see how it turns out. And we also have a developer talk coming tomorrow on Friday. And that's gonna maybe go over some stuff, and maybe we'll get some adjustments, some buffs. We'll see what's happening. Enjoy your season, my friends. Rob over and out. I'll see you live on Twitch. Take care. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.